Hello and welcome back to Galactic. Today we're back in the survival world, as I always say. And yeah, I'm going to continue on with the base. Yeah, last time we built up this platform thing. I think this time... So I want to make sure this time I have everything I need. Because last time when I sort of started to build, I realised I didn't have cargo or O2 or anything of that degree. So I don't want to have that again. So what I might try and do, especially since I can barely hear it. I'm just going to turn up my sound volume. There we go. I'm going to take this bit out. May as well put O2 in here. And then irrigation system, I guess. I don't know exactly how much water this produced. Oh. Interior turret started firing. Start firing at over there. Probably the dead thing over here. Yep. There was a wolf. Sweet. Well, that already proves to be a decent investment. Probably would have been able to handle a single wolf, but it's nice I just don't have to. Especially since I've never really played with wolves before. This is the first playthrough I am. Right, so got cargo, got O2, got irrigation. I think what I'm gonna do. I think the best thing to do is make a list of everything I'm gonna need, and then I can just tick it off as I go. And it's also kind of fun to do. Right. Let's do it here. Let's just do it like right at the top of... Well, actually, I'll do it here because I know I'm not even going to use this block. Right, text and images. So, base. Let's just see how big this is. I can probably make that a bit bigger. So, I need cargo, assembler, refinery, power, O2, H2 gen. I probably want H2 storage, food. Is that everything I need? Cargo. I'm going to sort of split these up a bit. Assembler and refinery are the most important, along with cargo. This O2, H2 gen, H2 storage, food, power. Yeah, I can get the font size down a little. Yeah, I think that should be everything I'd need. Oh, and a med bay. Med bay, and last and definitely least, because I don't really need it, defences. So, I've got O2H2 gen, I've got food, I've got cargo. So these are all in this. That's a separate thing. That's a separate thing that I'll automatically have. These are in the same room, and that's also in the same boat as cargo. So I'm going to want an assembler and refinery area. Power will just be sprinkled about the base. I need a medbay room, and I'll need some probably external H2 storage. So, yeah, definitely going to use text padding, I think. Right, yeah. So I'm thinking for the assembler and refinery I'll have... Actually, what's going to be the easiest thing to get done quickly? I'd probably say H2 storage, because what I will do is... I don't know where I want to do it, actually. I'm going to work on the refinery and assembler first, purely because that's going to dictate a lot of things. I'm probably only going to do one refinery and assembler. I don't... On planetary bodies, you don't really need much production. Everything is far cheaper. So, have a little area here that you can, probably over here, walk down onto. I'll have this as a bit of an open area, because it kind of needs to be. Also, I can put an interior tire out the front here. And put some... Oh my god, where is this one? Cover. This. That's what I want. Fire cover. Do that. Something like that. And I'll just have regular railings here. There. Okay. And then I probably put another thing here, and then we'll have the base here. Okay. And into this. I might actually have that go one up. No point just jumping around hoping for the best. Do that. Assembly. And then the reason I do it one higher is so I can put a catwalk here. Is that worth it? Actually, I don't think it is. It just looks a bit janky. Do that. Okay, yeah, that still works. And then I can have, if I really want, a staircase up to here. One thing off topic from this, one thing I have seen on the workshop that I plan to, actually this is perfect, yeah, that I do plan to put on at some point is a mod that just buffs all of the spawns of planetary encounters from like 30 minutes to 2 minutes. Because I know you can change the settings directly in the game files, which is an idea, but I think what I might do is for like an episode, basically just put that on so that we can get a couple encounters to spawn, so I can actually show off some of the new stuff, rather than just sitting waiting around and then nothing spawns, and then what's the point? Unless something spawns like within the next couple episodes, because right now when I'm working on the base I don't really care about spawns, and until I have a combat vehicle I don't care about spawns so much, but when I am ready I do want there to be stuff already there. So yeah. Either way, that's what I want. That's what I want this to do for here. Effectively, a little area that's sort of away from the main base that houses all the production. Because I like to think it's a bit well, actually, I could put like a column or something on top of there. I don't know. I think that looks good enough. Good even. The idea is to turn all of this into catwalks and go that. I just keep the base floor as that. Whoa, I forgot that was there. Then build that back up, and then use these railings again. Bam, bam. One more. I put something? Right, and there. And then do something like that. There we go. Put a truss pillar there. Bang, 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 boom. Turn this into... And then what I can also do is just have a little staircase here, just to make it so there's another entryway from the ground. Because it's nice to have as many entryways as possible. Right, let's go to the list. So, where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Assembler, done. Refinery, done. Okay. Defenses and power are more passive things. H2 storage. With that done, I'm more comfortable adding in H2 storage because I know where I'm not going to put the production because I've put it down. That didn't go as expected. Maybe an entranceway here would be nice. What I wanted to do for H2 storage is out here, another catwalk style thing. Okay, with this I can enter it here. Yeah, that's gonna be a good idea. I could even have it connecting here. Yeah, it's a bit... Oh! Whoa, whoa. Where did you start firing? This direction? Let's try this direction. Ah, this. Another one. Why not? Okay, so... I don't need much in a way. Actually, there's the new hydrogen storage blocks, isn't there? There's the lab small hydrogen tank. Try to do something a bit different with this. And it is certainly nice that there's going to be... There's new hydrogen blocks as well. There's also the... Well, actually leaking there. Teasing already the new update. Which... I mean, it looks fine. I'm not like exactly. I'm not thrilled, but it's nice. It's just like it feels a bit niche with joystick support. Hopefully, some of the other quality of life things will be really handy. I may eat my words. It may be like the best update ever. In fact, I probably will. But, right. What do I want to do with this? Because I kind of want it to have like a boom, boom. Like that. To store them. Actually, what if I did it? I know I keep saying that. Off here. Had a conveyor. Actually, no. Off here, have a conveyor. Instead of a regular conveyor, it's a pipe conveyor. Ooh. And then have something like that. This, and then the funny part is that leads into nothing. And it's just there to look cool. I think that could work. Yeah, I can't really put anything. Could even put a cargo container here, actually. because then it won't lead into nothing. I do wish... we got a new cargo container variant. Like, we've got large industrial and we've got some other stuff, but it's just, I wish we got a new one. It'd be nice. Okay, so hydrogen storage is now a check. Now all I got to do medbay, power and defenses. Medbay would go in with whatever interior I plan on building, and the power and defenses, or what defenses I've done here. So let's start on the interior section of the base. Here. Do that, and then here we put a door, if I can place it, which clearly I can't. There. And then do something like this. Here you go, here. There. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And then door. Then just here. I kind of want to have an overhang, you know. Do something like that, and then there. I kind of want like an overhang like this. So you have a bit more bunkery style thing. You have the sort of like open bit here. Well, not necessarily open because what we do here. Like that. And then put like... Can't do the same though. There. Weird without support. So that's weird with the one support here. So we have the nice little bit here in which maybe I put some truss support here and here, just so it doesn't look completely overhang. And then what I was thinking with that is that I put a connector up here, even a set of connectors. So I put a connector here, 1, 2, 3, and a connector here. Then I wouldn't actually need the ladder here. So what I can do instead is what I do is I put some stairs here. There we go. And I just put that back there, that there, that there. And can't place that. Now I can. And then we have like a small little hang. Oh, that still plays. God damn it. I figured I'd be eventually. Let's go and get some power and. The hell? Here you have. Was. Oh. Hello. Ow. You shoot my own glass. There's a bulletproof glass. Jesus, kill my plants. Okay, no. So. You're 100%. You're 100%. You're 100%. You're 100%. There we go.
Energy
Alright.
low.
Go and chuck these in here. I want to produce a food processor. I want 2 seeds of everything because we're going to need 2 seeds of everything. Can't wait to get an actual med bay. Chuck that in there. What the food processor make that I've got? Anything you can make? No, because they all need grain. So there's nothing with mushrooms, fruit, and cooked meat I can make. Nothing like a... You need vegetables, you need grain. You need 1 grain. Seriously? Come on. No. So, not gonna eat that, because that's just gonna... That'll just kill me. The unknown packet, I'm never gonna be desperate enough to eat. Not with all the food income I've got now. So... Right. Plant. 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 There we go. And now we can go back to base building. Okay, so I can worry about the finer details later when I've actually built most of it. In fact, here, these will probably need to be. You need to make sure they're facing the right way. That's a bit awkward. Can I put it like here? No. If I move this door one across, which actually might be a smart idea, because what I can do is here put a cargo terminal. Then I have access to cargo, and then conveyor network underneath. Yeah, that works. probably worth me putting some stairs out here. You just never know when you're going to need it. And actually, I'm going to move this one over purely because I can put a medbay there. Oh, that's no, this side because that's got that. So I can fit a nice little medbay in here. I'd love to use one of these, but I don't know if that would fit because of this. I could do something like that, I suppose. Here, maybe put cryopod. And in there, put conveyor. To a passage here. What was... I swear... that sounded like something, I don't know. Do a ladder here. I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and do a survival kit if I want this to work. Medbay is just too big. So, medbay, cryotube, dirt. Do one of the... I absolutely love the lab doors. They are probably one of the best things that have ever come into the game. I've always wanted a door that was like a thin armor panel style door, and now that it's here, I'm never going to be able to let it go. What I do want to do is have a bit of an underground section that just contain... no, actually, I was going to have an underground section that contains some of the batteries, but I will just put a couch there, I don't know, some sorted stuff here, just to make it a bit... planter, maybe an LCD, not quite a 5x5 LCD, something like that, maybe some interior walls. There we go. And then I'm thinking, I think I'm going to end the episode there, because I just need a bit of a think about what I'm going to do with the rest. Because this base is perfectly functional, but it's not finished. What I might do is, out the back is fairly clear, so I might add like a secondary bit of the base. Move that front connector forward 1 or 2, maybe 1, and then, yeah, move it forward 1. Both the connectors forward 1 actually. And put like a tower bit at the back, or like extend it a bit at the back to make a bigger residence area, like a living area. But yeah, for now I'm going to leave it there because I don't really know what to do with this, and I feel it's better not to force it. But thank you guys for watching, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. So stay safe out there, engineers, and happy